in Lawndale as they're trying to light the way to fairness with this bonfire and discussion tonight. Many homeowners across Chicago receiving a hefty property tax increase in the mail, and they're all wondering where that money is going.
How can you maintain your home if your taxes are constantly going up?
Homeowners in Lawndale are searching for answers together tonight about their property tax hikes.
Tax increases tied to a TIF that I have no idea why. Ogden Pulaski TIF is collecting money from our neighbors in our streets, but we're not being notified for what or why it's in the bill.
There's been a divestment in this community for the most part.
We understand utilities are going up and things of that nature, but it's a valuation issue. That we don't have the schools we need, those economics that aren't here.
Corrupt. That's because they're faced with a 440% increase in property taxes. This 700 square foot one bedroom apartment will now cost Michael Markellos $17,494 in property taxes for 1 year.
This has put us in a tremendous financial bind because the building now has gone negative between all the bills.
Markellos and his mother own this 10-unit Lincoln Park apartment complex. Last year's tax bill for all 10 units combined was $23,674. But now look at this. The same 10 units are now $128,282 this year, up 440%.
I was outraged. These are basically simple one-bedroom apartments for people, college graduates who work downtown.
The majority of the annual increases are from the latest installment of tax bills just sent out at the beginning of December. The payment is due before the end of the year, and in just a few months, another installment of taxes will be due.
Merry Christmas and Happy Valentine's Day.
Markello says the only way to pay for the recent tax hike would be to raise the rent on the one-bedroom apartments. The increase, he says, would scare renters away.
They have to go up to $5,000, $6,000 to pay all the bills.
And no one's going to pay that.
Well, who in their right mind is going to pay for it?
Now, are y'all ready to listen? Now, are you all ready to listen to what Chicago Flips Red been screaming from the rooftop since you all opened your property tax bills? It's no use of burning your property tax bills. We definitely tried to warn you all about this. When Brandon Johnson proposed that $300 million property tax hike on us, and we fought those aldermen to not vote for that. If they would have voted for that, you think your property taxes are high now. They would have been maybe 1,000 or so more higher than they are now. We have been funding illegal aliens for some years now. Where do you think that money was going to come from? You think the Democrats, you think Pritzker and Brandon Johnson and your aldermen, everybody who voted to give that money to the $600 million and more to illegal aliens, you think they were going to come out their pocket and pay for it? We told you that. This, at the end of this year, the fiscal year of 2025, we're projected to pay $2 billion for illegal aliens' health care, for their food, for their housing, for their daycare, for them to have free everything. We are scheduled to pay that much in 2025. Where do you think that money coming from? Where do you think that money is going to come from? We told you in these meetings what they are doing with your money. They're taking your money and they're spending your money on illegal aliens to make sure they're funded free everything on your tax dollars, on your back. Look what the guy just said in the video. He had a 10 unit. He went from paying, and this is in 1 year, he went from paying $23,000 a year to $128,000 a year. And just in 1 year for property taxes. And I told you this is what they do. They rezone your property, and the Cook County Board reassess your property. So now it's when they say now it's not commercial, now it's not residential, and they play with these things like that, they're rezoning. We told you all this is what they do. And when they're talking about taxing these corporations are not going to eat that cost. Just like this gentleman said, that now he's going to have to go up on the rent because he's being charged more, which is going to fall on the consumer. That's what's going to happen with these corporations. Either these corporations, when they're being taxed, a head tax, and more taxes, it is not safe, they're going to, what's going to happen? They're going to go up on the prices of the items in their stores. That's it. Everything is going to fall on you, the consumer. This is just what happened. They're not going to eat that cost. Either they're going to go up on those prices, or they're going to leave. But either way it goes, you're going to be paying for that. You're going to be paying either higher prices in the store, or when they leave, because these companies do pay taxes. These companies do contribute a lot to our economy. They do. Don't let these liars fool you. They do. It's just that we have a spending problem and a stealing problem. And the money they're spending, the Democrats and Brandon Johnson, Pritzker, Tony Prewinkle, all your people, the money they're spending it on, it's not you. They're spending it on illegal aliens, and they're spending it on themselves. We have a spending problem and a stealing problem. So those corporations are going to leave, and we are going to be stuck. When those corporations leave, they have to get the money somehow. What do you think they're going to get the money from? You. You're going to be taxed more. You see, Brandon Johnson, he's proposing a social media tax, a streaming tax. All they know how to do is tax, tax, tax. You're going to be stuck. So when those companies are leaving, which these businesses are leaving in masses, you're going to be stuck. All the money that they were paying into our economy, when they leave, where do you think that money who gonna make up that money? Where that money coming from? It's going to come from you. You're going to make that difference up that they lost with all these businesses leaving. They're not going to pay for it. You see, they're going to nickel and dime you with the taxes. Then they're not going to manage your money right. So even the money you give them, it's not like they're going to take your money and look out for you with it. No, it's going to be in their pockets or their friends' pocket, and then and illegal aliens, and you're going to be stuck. This is what they do. We keep telling you all, look at the policies. It's the policies. Look at the people that you're putting in office. So when we tell you, when we're trying to get these illegal aliens out of there, it's a reason. We are paying for them. That's why your taxes went up. That's why your property taxes went up. All of this money we've been paying for illegal aliens, for them to have free everything and for them to live comfortably. What do you think that money was going to come from? Where did you think it was coming from? It's going to come from you. You're paying for their lifestyle. You are. Now you see it with your property taxes. Now you see, and when I look at my property tax bill, see, they're getting almost $2,000 for my taxes. But look at our schools. Where's that money going to? Because my school in my community, or the schools that's in our community, they don't, what's going on with them? Huh? What are you doing with the money? Because you're sure not putting the money, the resources into the schools, into the school, the educational programs, into the educational system in our community. You're surely not doing that. Maybe it's the trips that the CPS, the $7.7 million trips, luxury trips that CPS, the teachers and things were taking, on the pool side and going to the safari and going to these extravagant, on these luxury cruises. Maybe that money is going to them, because it's surely not going to help our children in the CPS schooling system. Our kids can't even read, do basic math, writing, anything. So this is what's happening, guys. Wake up. And I know that you don't think that this is over with. Oh no, there's some more taxes coming, just like we've been screaming from last year and the year before that. Chicago Plus Red, some more taxes is coming. Because if they keep taxing these companies, if they keep taxing them, then what's going to happen is they're going to leave, and the money that was lost when those companies left, you're going to be stuck paying it. And if they do stay here, then you're going to be stuck paying the higher prices in the stores, because all they're going to do is market their stuff higher. So you, the consumer, can pay that, just like the man said. He said he's going to have to, mark up his apartments. So you, the consumer, will be stuck paying more. This is your progressive, communist, socialist. It never works here. It never works. They promise you all this free stuff, and what happens? Nothing's ever free. You always the one wind up paying higher taxes, higher everything, while they steal your money and they get rich off your money. Wake up. Are you all ready to listen to Chicago Flips Red? And the reason why we telling you we need Trump here to get rid of these illegal aliens and to come in here and give us a forensic audit. All right, guys. I hope you all are paying attention.